Caitlyn Clark reflects on becoming NCAA Division I's top scorer.
You want to watch the best shooter in college basketball? It's Caitlyn Clark, a history-making day in college basketball. That was Caitlyn Clark, became the leading scorer in the NCAA Division I basketball woman, or man. CBS's Astred Martinez has more on Clark's historic hoop season. Caitlyn Clark basketball IQ, her court vision, you just can't say enough about it. At the University of Iowa, senior point guard Caitlyn Clark is a force of nature. She holds school records as the all-time leader and assists scoring and three-pointers in 2022. Calrk's three-point prowess came through in the clutch for the Hawkeyes time and time again. For college basketball history, this shot put Kaylin Clark into the history books. Now she stands alone as the all-time scorer in NCAA Division I college basketball. When they announce it and everybody screams, "That's when I know." Clark netted 35 points as the Iowa Hawkeyes beat the Ohio State Buckey. She needed 18 points to break the Division I scoring record set by the late pistol Pete Marovich in his 3 seasons at Louisiana State University. Marovich averaged over 44 points a game. Clark, a 22-year-old senior, averaged over 32 points a game while leading the Hawkeyes. Her high school coach, Kristen Meyer, says Clark's impact on the game goes beyond the court. What she has done for women's basketball and women's sports in general is incredible. 2 weeks ago, Clark became the NCAA Division I scoring leader. 4 days ago, she set all-time women's college basketball record. From the logo, ladies and gentlemen, she has earned those moments, how hard she works. All her accomplishments inspiring a new generation of athletes. We love Caitlyn. We love the whole team. Clark has at least 2 more college games to play. Iowa is expected to go to the women's NCAA tournament. Clark has already declared for the 2024 WNBA draft on April 15th, where she will take the game to new heights at the next level.
Without them being able to contest, St. keep posting up, but you know how they go to 22 from the outside? Oh, this is going to happen quick. Her team don't let this crowd get to you so far. Done anything but that recovered by Gabby Marshall. Here come Clark. How will she go for history? There it is. She is the all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball. This crowd, wow. In only ways that Kate.
Can Caitlyn Clark now has 3,528 points in her career. She has officially broken Plum's record from 2017. A post-game celebration will occur immediately following the game. Let's hear it one more time for number 22. We want to get another look at. She said she wanted to get it from the logo, Caitlyn Clark, on a mission. The most Caitlyn Clark way to get a bucket. I mean, we are well inside the middle of the Mediacom logo. You have a hand down when she crosses half court. Caitlyn Clark has been making people pay since her freshman year in Iowa City. This shot is an elite shot. Layup for Caitlyn Clark. Nobody else in the country that's an elite shot for. There are different rules for Caitlyn Clark. I tell you lot her family reaction. Megan, her mom, and said she might even cry. Her 2 brothers there. They have been there at every step. It goes, she hit it. It's a privilege to be here in Iowa shooting around with the best in the college game and learn more about how she gets it done. I used to be a pretty good shooter back in my college days. 46% good enough for the top 10 in NCAA history. You are probably not used to rebounding like this, so you don't have to move. I'll chase it down, don't worry. Chase on fire. She said, "Why are you shooting so close to the line? You got to scoot back further." Because back in my days, the line was red around here. That's a harder shot for me. At one point in time, Caitlyn's deep shots wouldn't have counted for anything more than a layup. Since the three-point shot, she was not even part of college basketball until 1986. The morning the NCAA called a new conference to talk about the three-point shot, a survey of coaches say 84% approved the three-point concept. It's here, and it added more excitement to the game of basketball than any of the years that I have been on a rules committee for over 30 years. Since then, the arc has gradually moved further away from the basket. It started 19 feet 9 in away and has continued to change. It now lies at 22 feet 1 3/4 in away. But these days, it's not uncommon to see shots taken from so deep that the closet landmark on the floor is a logo rather than three-point lone. Hence from the logo, three-pointer for the win, and nobody has mastered that shot quite like Caitlyn Clark. Logo 3s, it's her signature that is the most Caitlyn Clark way to win a game.
Interviewer, When did you become comfortable with the deep three? Clark: I would say I first became comfortable honestly when I got into the college. I kind came in as a little twig. The strength and conditioning program was a big help for me as I kind of got stronger. That kind of came with it a lot.
Clark, you never did this prior to college? No, not really. And my high school gym was tiny, like our high school court was small, so I had good range, I had my step back. You got into college, how are defenses playing you that kind of forced you to extend that range? I think just the way people guard me. They would just be physical and just push me off the line and make it harder to get it to my spots. So I kind of had to learn to create off the bounce a lot. And now I feel like I am almost comfortable having the ball in my hands and shooting off the dribble rather than a catch, and shoot three. When it comes to that range and extending it is like you form your form, and it's always been there that way, and you just extended the range? Or did you have to change something in order? My form has always been the same, and I give a lot of my credit to my dad as he was my first ever basketball coach. But he was the guy that would never let me shoot threes when I was young kind, because he knew my form would be awful. I always wanted to go out there and just start chucking threes up, because I had an older brother, and I would go to their practices, and that's what they would do. So I thought I could do that, but I was tiny, I couldn't get it there. So my dad was like, just stay around the rim, and that was always super important, just from shooting. I probably didn't like it at the time, and I was mad at him about it, but looking back, shooting for fundamentals are the best thing. Perfecting those fundamentals has proven to be Caitlyn's key to success, and her stature and confidence grew, so did her range. During Caitlyn's junior year, she shot and made nearly 43% on threes from 25 to 30 feet out. Clark hits the three. Good thing we measured the logo today. Every deep three that Caitlyn hits gives her teammates, and the packed arena as an extra spark. We are definitely a very offensive-minded team, so when you make a few kinds of threes, it's kind of infectious to everybody else, and that's what makes fastball so fun. And obviously our fans, they go crazy whenever we are making long threes, which probably just urges me to continue to shoot them. I feel like at times, now our crowd especially knows, can see it in my eyes when I am crossing half court, there is no way she is passing the ball, this is going up kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's just my confidence has just kind of built up over my college career, and now it's just something that's part of my game, and it would not really be the same.
She moved into tears while reflecting on the season and her legacy. I think the biggest thing is, it's really, really special, and I don't think it's going to set in for me for quite some time. I want my legacy to be the impact that I can have on young kids and the people in the state of Iowa, and I hope I brought them a lot of joy from this season. I hope this team brought them a lot of joy. I understand we came up one win shot, but I think we have a lot to be proud of and a lot to celebrate. And I was just that young girl, so all you have to do is dream, and you can be in moments like this.
Hope you enjoyed the Caitlyn Clark's most memorable moments this season. To get to know more about sports updates, subscribe this channel. Do share and comment on the video what you feel about Caitlyn Clark.